Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come, once again, to play Ocarina of Time. But this time we're not playing regular Ocarina of Time. Oh no. That would be simple. We're playing Master Quest. But you're probably wondering, this makes no sense, because Master Quest only ever got released, as far as I know, twice. Once on the GameCube, and once on the 3DS, but that's a completely different story that we're not going to talk about, because the 3DS version, not a version of the original Ocarina of Time. This version of Ocarina of Time Master Quest is not actually, well, let's just say I'm using totally legitimate hardware to play this, and a patch that basically changes all the dungeons into Master Quest dungeons. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ocarina of Time Master Quest. But it's not just gonna be Master Quest. Oh no, that would be too easy. We just had to increase the pain factor on top of the fact that we're doing Master Quest dungeons. So, let me grab my notes, because as always I have the notes. We will be doing a 3-heart run of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest, just like we did with Majora's Mask. Also, enjoy this cutscene of an event that will happen like 3,000 years in the future. So like with Majora's Mask, we will only be allowed to have 3 hearts. But unlike the Majora's Mask playthrough, in a similar vein to the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time Master Quest, I have turned on ×2 damage. That means a large number of enemies and bosses now instant kill. Namely Stalfos, Volvagia, Bongo. Pretty much every boss that isn't Goma or King Dodongo can one-shot us now. And Stalfos especially. Iron Knuckles too. Ganondorf's also a giant threat. So, just like with the Ocarina of Time playthrough, and the Majora's Mask playthrough, we will be collecting every non-collectible every collectible that's not a heart piece. Unfortunately, in Ocarina of Time, in order to get certain collectibles, you do need to get heart pieces out of certain things, like Skull Kid, fishing, and horseback archery, which I found out the hard way. Horseback archery 1500 is going to be required. So, as you can tell, I have the tracker here. We will be getting all these items, including ice arrows, which are relatively worthless. On top of that, we will also be collecting all 100 Gold Skulltula Tokens, which I have never actually realistically done before, ever. So this will be my first time collecting every single Skulltula token. And that's combined with the fact that all the dungeons are Master Quests, in which I learned that the child dungeons actually do require use of the Song of Time. So we won't even be able to get all the skulls out of child dungeons until we get Song of Time. Anyway, so before we get into the other stuff I have written down in my notes, I just want to point out the convenience features that are added in here. Navi's not going to annoy us with tutorials in the first dungeon, luckily. I changed Link's tunic colors. As you can see, he is wearing red and not green, because red is one of my favorite colors. So I prefer that over the original Kokiri tunic. We have the D-pad for boots and ocarina, like we do in Randomizer. So we don't have to constantly open and close the menu to take off Iron Boots and Water Temple. And Shadow. The Burning Cack cutscene is made so that we can enter through any entrance after we finish Forest, Fire, and Water Temple. And then we can get Nocturne that way. So we don't have to walk in through the entrance to Kakariko from Hyrule Field in order to get the Burning Cack cutscene. Warps, which normally do not work in GTG and Ganon's Castle, now we can warp out of GTG if we want to, or need to. And just like with Majora's Mask, I will only be allowed to carry 1 fairy at a time. Unfortunately, this also, because a lot of enemies one-shot in this playthrough, items like red potions aren't going to be nearly as useful anymore, because, yeah, we die very easily now, because ×2 damage. But other than that, I think that's everything. I have the notes ready, so let's get to it. So we have our 3 save files, and like with the first playthrough, we are going to name our character Link. I would name him Stidge, but then that would just, you know, story reasons, okay? This is actually my first time in a long time playing vanilla OOT. Well, relatively vanilla OOT. So, this should be a fun experience. Also, nice convenience feature here, we got all our stuff shown here. So, I don't have a timer, so let's start in 3, 2, 1, go! In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long has I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. Also, text speed is sped up. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Just gonna move my mic. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life. I am checking to make sure my mic isn't muted. I'm sorry. Okay. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But, before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny is to lead Hyrule to the path of truth and justice. Justice and truth. Navi, go now! Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly! The fate of the forest. Nay, the world depends upon thee. So, I know that there is a new Ocarina of Time ROM hack that was recently released called Gold Quest. And Gold Quest is supposed to be an even harder version of Master Quest. The reason why I'm playing this instead of that is because, from what I've heard, Gold Quest is incredibly badly vague about things and does not give you any sort of guidance on where you're supposed to go or what you're supposed to do. Not to mention it remixes dungeons and other locations and mixes items up. In a way, it's like a less bad Master Quest, in which Master Quest was... Well, I'll get to that in a moment. We have a cutscene coming up. Hello, Link, wake up! The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you! Link, get up! Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You finally woke up! I'm Navi the Fairy. The great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. Alright. So we have Navi with us. I did adjust some other things too. But yeah, the reason why I'm playing this and not Gold Quest is mainly that, like Mass Quest, Gold Quest alters dungeons and overworld stuff, I believe. Along with adding more Skulltulas for some ungodly reason, because we need more than 100. So getting 100% would take even more time than it's already going to, because I I have a known track record for having abysmal aim.
Yeah.
In which horseback archery actually does require good aim. So that's gonna be... it's gonna be something. We're gonna fail that a lot. But mainly the reason is I don't like how Gold Quest and Mask Quest altered overworld item locations and major items. Mask Quest in particular is incredibly stingy with that. They actively moved major items to even worse locations and remixed other locations that weren't dungeons. Master Quest, at the very least, only touched dungeons, with the exception of the 3DS version mirroring the game, but that's different. Anyway. Yeah, Mask Quest sucks. Don't play Mask Quest. Seriously. Also, Mask Quest crashes on most emulators, so don't play Mask Quest, just play Ocarina of Time. I know I'm saying bad things about Mask Quest while playing Ocarina of Time, but whatever. This is my playthrough. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. Yeah, but I mean, his tunic is completely the wrong color. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. Alright, so we need to go see the Great Deku Tree. But that's easier said than done because Mito, the resident asshole, isn't going to let us go see the Great Deku Tree. So in order to do this, we need to get a sword and a shield, which requires us to get 40 rupees first. However, we want to get more than 40 rupees. We want to get 80 rupees. Because we can actually go and get an upgrade right away that'll make our... Oh, shut up, you. That'll make our lives easier. So here, we need 40 rupees for the shield. We can't buy this yet, so we're going to come back for it. But we're going to get the 5 rupees there. But we can come in and out of here constantly and keep getting the 5 rupees from here. We can't leave the forest because... Well, actually, I don't remember what this Kokiri says. You're not allowed to leave the forest! The Great Deku Tree said if a Kokiri leaves the woods, he or she will die! This place is just full of surprises. First, you die if you leave the forest, and then you turn to a Stalfos if you're not a Kokiri. But anyway, we're gonna steal Mito's life savings. His 1 green rupee. His 5 rupees. His recovery heart that he has for some reason. And his other 5 rupees. So we basically just stole Mito's life savings. Just like how I already stole Andrew's life savings before. So, we are still terrible people, stealing other characters' life savings. We can't pick up grass. Okay, yep. So now let's go through here. We almost have enough money to get the shield, but we still need a sword. Otherwise, Mito's not going to let us through. Because Mito is an asshole. That's basically the point here. Probably shouldn't have done that. But Alright, but over here we got ourselves... Visit the Noel House of the Noel Brothers to get answers to your item-related questions. I don't even know why that sign is there, but whatever. By opening up this chest, we get ourselves... the Kokiri Sword! On the equipment subscreen, select it with the cursor and equip it with A. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice it before you really fight. Well, fortunately, I am a skilled professional at the art of Ocarina of Time, in which I mean that sarcastically because I'm pretty not good at this game sometimes. But anyway, now that we have the sword, and we have the money for the shield, all we gotta do is go buy the shield, and then we can go to the Deku Tree. But we're not gonna do that yet. We're going to get some more money before we go do that. So we can cut down this grass for some more rupees. Mostly just ones, but, you know, every rupee counts at this point. I know it's kind of a time waster to spend time gathering an additional 40 rupees, but trust me when I say it's worth it at the end of the day. Also, this is Saria's house. Literally right next door to Link's house. How nice. Alright, so now we got 55, so we can probably just buy the shield, and then there's a real easy way to get the rest of the money we need. After we grab this 5. This should be... Okay, yeah. We're almost there. So we'll buy the shield first, and then we'll grab the rest of the money we need. Alright, our Deku Shield, which we might lose in this first dungeon, because reasons. Switch to equipment subscreen and press select the shield. Press A to equip it. Press R to crouch and defend. If you press R while Z targeting, you can move while defending. Alright, we don't want to buy anything else while we're here, but we have our sword and we have our shield, so theoretically we could go see Mito right now and go straight to the Deku tree. But we're not doing that yet. We are going to get our additional 40 rupees by picking up these rocks. You can pick up rocks and then press the shield button to just drop them real quick. Okay, I could swear there's money in these rocks. I could swear there's money in these rocks! Really? Really? I could swear there is money in the rocks! Apparently not! Okay, fine then. We'll find other methods of making money. Oh yeah, I was right, there it is. There is money in the rocks. Nothing. Okay, fine. I swear I don't have this much trouble getting the money I need. There's usually money in those rocks. So we can leave and come back. And they'll come back. There it is! I knew there was money in the rocks. Why did I not get anything the first time around? Normally you can get like a blue rupee out of one of these rocks. Of course not. As always, my cursed luck is coming back to haunt me, like always. Alright, there we go. With 41 rupees in hand, we actually want to go up here instead of towards Mito. Because we may not be able to leave the forest, but there is a place in the forest we can visit. And it's highly advised that you have a shield here, or just buy some Deku nuts. We can come up here into Lost Woods. And by coming over here and past the Skull Kid, who we're going to be dealing with later, we can pay a visit to this guy down here. Our first enemy in the run is... if I can... a business scrub. If you get close to it, it'll hide in the grass, but if you reflect his nuts that he shoots at you, back at him, he becomes friendly. I surrender! To make your quest easier, I can enable you to pick up more Deku sticks, but it'll cost you 40 rupees. Let's make a deal. And just like that, you can carry 20 Deku sticks without touching a single dungeon. It's a bit of a grind, but I think it is highly worth it to have the ability to carry more Deku sticks at the start of the game. Because Deku sticks are going to be our main damage source for a while. The Kokiri Sword's damage output is bad. So having 20 Deku sticks rather than just 10, which is the base amount, is good to have. So now we have 20 Deku sticks. Let's go see Mito and show off our fun new items. Also, I need to make sure I'm keeping track of these items on the tracker, but you know, that's hopefully something I'll manage to do. I actually want to see if I can buy some Deku nuts. Oh, Deku nuts are going to be nice to have coming up in the first dungeon. Mainly because there are things we can use them on. Do I have enough for... I need 15 for 5? Oh, for fuck's sake. I need to get more money. The This is the money grinding episode, and we're not out of the damn forest yet. Okay, now that I have 15 rupees, we can buy 5 nuts. Wait a minute, if I got... How much is it for 10? Yeah, no, I'm not going grinding 10. 30 rupees. Alright, we'll buy 5. Got a Deku nut. In the select item screen, you can set it to buttons. Set it to C and try throwing it. It'll flash and stun the enemy, which is very useful, so we're gonna take full advantage of those. No, I don't want to buy anything else. We may only have 5, but 5 is better than 0 at least, so let's go. So let's see our boy Mito.
If you want to see the great Deku tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku Shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri Sword? Good grief! Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the great Mito, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how'd you give me a favor of Sonic and the great Deku tree, huh?
And now he's just gonna move out of the way. He's jealous of us. Alright. So now, coming up here, we have Deku Babas. If you kill them, you can get Deku Sticks out of them. But we already have 20, so it really doesn't matter. Great Deku Tree, I'm back! Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use button to listen well to her words of wisdom. Or not, I don't really care. Well, wait, what was that? The music stopped for a second there. But anyway, let's save. So up ahead is the first dungeon of the game. We have to go inside a giant tree. But we're not going to do that right away. Normally what I like to do is, Navi, shut up! Normally what I like to do is do the whole dungeon in one video. So we're going to do the Deku Tree next time. And we will get our first taste of what Master Quest dungeons have to offer. I will say right now, I do not remember any Master Quest dungeon in particular detail outside of the first one. So this should be interesting to see how things play. Oh my god, I almost dropped my controller. But yeah, anyway, next time, we will begin the first dungeon. I will see you then.